Is that the point?
I guess.
Maybe we both lost track of time. Okay, can we do this, please?
I'm waiting for you. Anytime
we're gonna have a special guest here in 10 minutes. Okay.
Anytime you want to start, I'm just waiting on you.
Bobby, just get off my back. Get off my back. It's time to do the show. We have to do it live. We are live. It's If We Ran Nintendo. We're live because of patreon.com/makeusbetter. I'm here with you, Bobby, my best friend in the whole world. I'm here with all these people in the chat. And we're here because of all of our patrons and our executive producers, Nick Milicia from Next Level Games, Glauco Schaffer, Sheldon Benedict, I'm out of order, Joel Brooks, James Johnson, Jesse Armstrong, Dr. Doom's in there somewhere, David Ray, Joe Hehir, Mike Drummie, and our newest patron, Jesse Sackin. I wish I had some orange slices, but I don't. Doesn't matter, Bobby. Hit the go button. Let's do this.
Are you ready?
What I said! Are you ready?
Can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. Think that you're better?
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Bow to the masters. Break it down.
If we ran Nintendo. If we ran Nintendo. If we ran Nintendo.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 78 of If We Ran Nintendo. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, who is very horrible at clicking buttons and getting the right stuff lined up. Anyway, I am joined by the greatest co-host in all of podcasting, Sean Capri. What is up, Sean?
We got to stop promising people that they're making us better, because I don't really know if that's what's happening here, Bobby.
Yeah, I guess not. Not really. But whatever. You know, it is what it is. We're trying. We're doing our best.
We are trying. That's right. We're doing our best. It's okay.
We're better than most. Look at.
I love how your internet just totally broke up as you were saying that to me. It's a great... Oh, let's do shirt time. It's shirt time for everybody in the chat.
Yes.
I got my Donkey Kong.
I got my Major League Splatoon shirt.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Where'd you get that from?
TeePublic. Django Snow is the creator. He has a whole bunch of great stuff. I got a whole bunch of, different Splatoon shirts and all that stuff, man. It is amazing. Does
nice,
Sean
man.
have his fluids now?
I'm gonna just crack open a diet soda, and we're gonna try not to burp in your guys' ear. Bobby, I was disappointed a little earlier this week. So, as you know, Chelsea just got her Switch. Mm-hmm. Chelsea, my wife, she just bought her Switch. We now have 2 Switches in the house. Yes. When the Joy-Cons come off, they look identical. I can't tell them apart. They are identical twins of Switches. Okay. And so I thought, why don't I grab like a sticker? I thought I would go over to Jules Watcham's TeePublic page and grab a little like chicken wiggle and throw the sticker over the logo on the back. And as I was looking, I don't know why. I just thought I would like look at other options. And what happened was I found, I think it's called D-Bank or something. There's a site that does skins and stickers for all sorts of things. Mm-hmm. And there's this huge warning on the front page. It says, don't put stickers or skins on your Joy-Cons or over the logo of your Nintendo Switch, because whatever they made the Switch, like whatever the coating is on there, it like rips off if you put any sort of sticker on it. Like, they show pictures of everything. It looks awful. And I remember that being a thing, thinking, like, why would I ever put anything on my Joy-Cons? But it's on the console itself as well. So, unfortunately, I may just have to buy this sticker anyways and put it on a wall somewhere. But I wanted to really put a chicken wiggle on my Switch, and now I can't, because if we ran Nintendo, I would have checked this first.
No, we wouldn't have. We'd have been fine. We'd have left it as it is, and we'd have been fine. We don't need that. We don't need that nonsense. Anyway.
I mean, maybe that's what's making it sell so great.
Maybe. Possibly.
Are you waiting for me to just wrap this up, or are you just...
No, I'm just listening. It's fine.
All right.
So let's kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our shout-outs. Oh, my Lord.
Feeling better, Bobby. Woo!
So I wanted to give 2 shout-outs real quick to Robert Olson and Jacob Wahlberg. Both of them work for Image and Form. They're both deep within the development team and all that. Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jacob's like head of art and all that stuff, or he's involved in the art and all that. And like, these guys are really awesome. But they went to my review of SteamWorld Dig and like thanked me for the review and told me that they love me and they were like, oh man, we love. They were like, we love you here. We love the love that you give us. Like, thank you so much. Just really awesome. So I just wanted to give them a shout out because they're kind of like the unsung heroes. They don't, like they don't get notarized. They don't get noticed most of the time. And I just wanted to throw that out there to them.
Nice, man. I like it a lot. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
What is this, our first show?
Yes, it seems like it. Feels like it. Holy crap.
Like, what are we doing?
I know.
I have 2 shout outs. I have 1 shout out for shout out. Remember, do I still say it weird? Do you just like roll by it?
Maybe. Shout
out. I want to shout it out loud.
Okay.
David Ray, my number 1 shout out. We gotta play games, man. Come on.
Would you stop?
I want to play games with David Ray.
Promises to people and not fulfilling.
Well, pretty soon we'll all be listening to a new project that I know is in the works, and I'm really excited to really give a shout out to maybe a new project, Mr. Ray.
Oh, from David Ray.
Maybe. And my second shout out is to Crashy.
Okay.
That's all. Crashy's the best. I buy oranges and I think of her. And that's
you should.
Like, I'm serious, man. Crashy's like, I just awesome. Don't. I think of taking pictures as I buy them in the Costco. You should see how many I get. The only thing is the pack of oranges I got recently, I don't think were very photogenic.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they kind of like they had like a bum tooth or something. Like they just weren't. They just don't look good in pictures. Like better in real life, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
Good from afar, but far from good.
Yeah,
like that's kind of
like
that was the oranges.
So, I got 2 more shout outs.
What?
One is a 2-part shout out.
Todd Oxter is not going to like this.
I don't care about Todd Oxter right now. Forget Todd Oxter.
You can't say that.
I'm not worried about Todd Oxter. Forget him.
He makes us better.
Well, that's fine. Thank you, Todd. But whatever. We're beyond all that. So, okay. So real quick, Sheldon Benedict, Anthony Baker. Go check out their, what is it? Quest for Pixels.
Quest for Pixels. Nice.
I'm going to be on that podcast this week.
Nice.
They asked me to come on.
That's a mistake for them.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody should know. You asked where. I'm surprised. You know that they didn't make the cardinal sin of getting the both of us.
That's
on.
A bad news.
At least
you don't ever want to get both of us.
That's true.
Oh man, that is bad news.
It's over. It's over. We should compile the times that we've been guests on like together. Like I think the first time. Right? Well, we were on Game and Talk with Joey Ferris and Alan Plummer.
Was that both of us?
I think so. No, I'm almost certain it was both of us.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I feel like that was the first time.
That was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time. And then, we did briefly with Todd Oxtra.
Yep. Yeah.
David Moore. David Moore.
Yeah.
David, I believe it does. David. And then the other one was I'm
trying to think of the one that there was one that we really just
Joseph Moran. Well, David Moore.
PlayStation.
We took Character Crunch completely over, man.
I was never on Character Crunch. That was Toby. Maybe that was your other boy.
That was me and you.
I've never been on Character Crunch.
You're full of it. It was me and you. We were on there together.
What did we talk about?
I don't know.
It's possible. It's very possible.
It went awry very quickly.
God, I'm blanking here, but that's
here's the
no
next
surprise.
thing. Here's the next thing I want to do.
Somebody remind me.
Here's the next thing I want to do.
I wish we could Google something like that. I want to give
a shout out to everybody that's helped me reach 1,000 subs.
Yay!
Because you don't understand how humbling that is for me to get to that point. That I feel like I've helped. I mean, I've done my part. I've given the content. I've done everything I could possibly do. The fact that you guys like it and you share it and you subscribe and you get others to subscribe and all that stuff. Like, I can't do this without you guys. And it means the world to me that we got here. And I stress we, because it isn't me. Like, all I'm doing is just putting this stuff out there. You guys are the ones that are, like, helping all across the way. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. It means so very much to me. Like, you have no idea. So
I'm so proud of you, Bobby.
Thank you.
That's the thing. Like, you talk about, you put in the work, and it's like every now and then, you got to be good to be lucky, but you got to be lucky to be good. I think that's a thing. But you just like the stars are aligning, and it's really nice to see that you're putting in the work and it's getting noticed and people are supporting. I'm very proud of you, Bobby. Some people put in a lot of work and like nothing happens.
Yeah. No,
like obviously you're connecting with people and you're putting out things that people like. And I think the daily like Nintendo talk is amazing. It also is very timely too, I think too, because like there's a lot of stuff to talk about in the world of Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like imagine doing a daily like Xbox thing. Yeah. That's not happening. No, there's no news.
Yeah. Not the way Nintendo just. It just seems like everybody wants to talk about it and put it out there. So it makes it very easy. You know, and honestly, like Nin Mobile News, he makes life so easy for me. Because I come home and I just jump on that site and I just start scanning through and I grab what I want out of there and then I report on it. You know what I mean? And he breaks it down in a way that, like, I can do that. So without Hoshui, like, a lot of what I'm doing right now doesn't work. So
I haven't heard from Hoshui personally in a little while. I hope you're doing okay, buddy.
He's good. He's
good.
Hope
you're right.
I talked to him a little bit ago. He's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But like hurricane and everything, man.
Yeah, no, he's good. He went away, and now he's back. He's good.
All right, good.
So
I'm glad.
Are you ready to go away for a little bit?
Well, my cameo is supposed to show up. I don't know what's happening. She may be feeding the baby.
Well, bring her on. That's fine.
Just feeding, like just boobs out and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
We're ready. Now you're gonna get your channel shut down. Be like, Bobby hits 1,000. Gets a breastfeeding mom on there.
We can't do our topic unless she shows up, man.
That's true. I mean,
so
now you know where I get my not being punctual, my tardiness from. 6:15. What's happening here?
Look at Brendan Myers. Hi guys, bye guys. What was that all about?
Aw,
that's just crazy.
Patrick, you met Brendan Myers?
Oh, I met him. Yeah, man, that was awesome.
What did you give him, or he gave you something?
He sold Miguel a
Legend of Zelda,
the Breath of the Wild, the Master.
Yeah, that is so cool. Bobby, did you see that the Toronto EB Games is going to have 500 Super Nintendo Classic Editions walk-ins?
Get out of here
on Friday.
Get out of here,
500.
Dude, can we stop now?
That I'm on my way.
Can we stop?
I'm gonna just stop complaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're going to fulfill. I really believe that. I really hope so. I'm considering maybe taking the morning off or just coming in a little bit late. Because I would really like to get one. I really want one. Can you
I'd
do something for me?
Right here.
Yeah,
man.
Can you get one, right? Start playing Link to the Past and then have neighbor Matt come over and erase your save file.
That would be amazing. I'll tell him you said that. That's so funny.
Be great, wouldn't it?
Actually, it should just be my brother. He was the one who does it anyways. He's like, and then I'll have to take the Nintendo away from myself.
Yes, exactly. You just stock it away, put it up. Or you just do what I do. You just, you have it right here.
The Super was just so, like, for me, it was unattainable. Like, we would never have it. We'd get it. Oh, here comes a special guest and all these dogs. We're dogs
Lord, here we go.
Extra dog.
I
was cleaning up dog puke the other night.
So much for Make Us Better.
Yeah, you're right. Patrick. So there's 500 people in Canada, so we got one per person.
Yeah, so you're good.
That's actually pretty good, man. Canada's a good place to be if it's one Super Nintendo per person, and you get it for free with your healthcare.
Oh, you know what?
They just hand it out.
I always mock you.
Classic Edition.
I always mocked you until I got my thing today about like how much it's going to cost me for healthcare, and I was just like,
yeah, there you go. Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to do this.
Okay, so this is a surprise. We didn't tell anybody this, but Bobby threw the topic at me, and I thought, you know what? There's a better person to talk about this. So I'm just gonna, Bobby, I'll let you take over. Chelsea's. No, I'm leaving. Like you're on your own on this, or I could just sit here and listen to one side of the conversation.
Look at Link.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's right there. He's right there. The man.
Oh, I'm looking at the delay. So here you go. Okay, all right, here you go, Bobby. Take over.
The delay.
Take over.
Okay, guys. So basically, what we're doing is we have our first topic. And Sean's just not very well prepared for this. So I brought in the true Nintendo fan, Chelsea, to kind of go over this little topic with me. And it's been a while since I talked to Chelsea. She turned her back on me for some English guy. But I think she's slowly starting to come back.
I'm like, who?
Yeah, I think she's slowly starting to come back into the fold. So how are you doing, Chelsea?
Well, I'm doing good. I don't think I need to be this close to this mic.
I don't think you need to be that low today. You're like low. Like,
what?
Can you raise that chair a little bit?
No, I'm just short, Bobby. Not all of us can be that tall. Oh, it does go up.
There you go. There we go. Now we can see you. How you been?
Good.
It's been a long time since I talked to you.
That's what happens when you have a baby, Drummie.
Yeah, it's like you gave up on us. You
I know.
just disappeared from the world of Twitter and everything.
That's not true. I've been beaking other people, though, instead of you.
Yeah, I know. That's what my problem is. It's real disrespectful. I'm really upset. So the first topic that we have for today is, if we ran Nintendo, how would we fix Paper Mario? So, first question before we get into this is, how many Paper Marios have you personally played?
Let's see. I played the N64.
Okay.
And
was that the 1,000-Year Door one?
Yes.
And that's like that's apparently
yes, I believe so.
That's apparently like the be all end all. Like that's the one that everybody points to as like their favorite one.
It's funny because it is,
yeah.
But I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because it's not that much different from the other ones.
Yeah.
But so I played the most recent one. That one was on the Switch.
No, that was on Wii U.
Or sorry, the Wii U. Yeah.
And that was the one you and I were playing at the same time.
Yes. And then I've also played the one on the 3DS. So that one was the sticker one.
Okay. 1,000-Year Door is actually on the GameCube. My bad, Patrick. Relax.
Yes. Okay. So that one is also good.
Okay.
But I have played the N64 one, whatever that one is. I don't know the names of all of them. I'm almost as ill prepared. But in my defense, I just found out I was doing this like a half hour ago.
That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
So I played a few. I played 4 or 5 of them.
So I played the N64 one as well. I played the Wii one, which is just Super Paper Mario. I played the Wii U one, and I just feel like it's progressively gotten worse as time has moved on. The battle mechanics are definitely an issue. Like, okay, you beat the one on the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
And I thought aesthetically it was gorgeous.
Yeah,
but
good idea, like good premise behind it, like good, like the coloring part was kind of cool and different.
I just hated the idea of like you had to have cards at all times as your weapons. Yeah. I felt like once you got a power, you should have kept that power. Now, if they wanted to keep the mechanic of like you had to paint, then that's fine. But the fact of like you having to have those cards at your ready at all times just made it suck, because you would have to leave places and then you would have to try to fight things and hold back on cards when you know you really need these cards in order to win, to win battles. So it made it very difficult. So that was my issue with that one. I felt like Super Paper Mario on the Wii was okay, but it was more of just like a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer type with battle mechanics.
I can't remember that one. I definitely played it, but I can't remember. Yeah. There was no like crazy gimmick to that one, I don't think.
Yeah. Sticker Star was definitely like, a lot of people hated that one. They hated.
That's funny. I really like that one.
Did you? You were okay with the battle mechanics and stuff?
I think so. I think it was really hard though, if I remember correctly. I had to like switch to easy mode.
Okay. So in your assessment though, do you feel like, are you still okay with Paper Mario, or do you feel like it's gotten worse?
So it's funny. I picked up Sean from work today, which I don't typically do, and he said that this was the topic, and I said, well, the answer to the question is nothing needs to be changed. And then I was upstairs getting ready for this, and I went, wait a minute. No, the last one was pretty bad, and the one before that wasn't great. Like nothing, like you said, nothing compares to the N64 one. Like they need to go back to the roots. They need to get away from like having to have something like stickers or cards. Like maybe that can be some kind of like trophy mechanic behind it. But like you said, once I get something, I want to just be able to use points that I've earned for every battle, like any other RPG, and be able to time it right, jumping on things' heads or hitting turtle shells, whatever. So yeah, no, I didn't think that this was my answer until like 2 minutes ago.
So for me, it's simple. What I would do, and this is definitely probably not a popular decision at all, I would start by eliminating the Mario Luigi RPG series, because I feel like they eat into each other, and one of them, like aesthetically, I prefer the Paper Mario series to the Mario Luigi series. What I would like to see is much stronger story and much stronger battle mechanics so I feel like if they took some of the battle mechanics from the Mario Luigi series and combined them and moved them over into the Paper Mario series.
So which ones?
What's that?
Which mechanics?
Just the way you where you jump on stuff. Like it feels more like a traditional RPG than you're running around with a hammer, you're smacking stuff and all that stuff. Like I feel like the Mario Luigi series is more traditional RPG where you'll be sitting there and like you still push buttons and you still do stuff, but it's like a shell could be coming at you and you jump up and you hit it and it goes back to the enemies and it takes them out. Like I just feel like they kind of go back to Mario RPG, like that type of RPG. Like make it a true RPG with some slight like button pushing type stuff. I like Joe Critic's comment there because I agree with him. Mario is about RPG. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, like I think he's right. I think that when I like Paper Mario because it brings in aspects of an RPG, but I hate RPGs, and when I play a Mario game, I'm not looking to play an RPG. Okay. So I like that I can kind of play an RPG, get my RPG fix without actually playing one, but still get the Mario jumping and hammer and all that good stuff. The one thing I gotta well, I'll ask you this then, because Nintendo's not really known for strong stories in their games, right? Which is probably why I like them so much. It could be. It's not story driven, okay. But my question is because with an RPG type game, there should be story to it. There should be something to do with the storyline. So what I was thinking was I would probably take the game away from the devs that are working on it, and I would give it to Zoink Games. Because Zoink Games, who did Stick It to the Man, Zombie Vikings, they're now doing Flipping Death for the Switch, they have that mechanic down where it's like a piece of paper and like, so they know how to make a character look like it's paper and all that stuff. And their art style is really amazing. Like, it's really phenomenal, the art style. So I feel like they could lend something really good to the mechanics and the art style and all that stuff. And then probably what I would do is I would try to find a studio or somebody that can really write very well to make a really strong game for RPG. Like, or not for RPG, but for Paper Mario. Like a strong, just an RPG storyline, like a strong, focused game in those terms. I know as I'm speaking, you hate them ideas that I'm saying. No, they're interesting ideas. I definitely 100% disagree with all of them, but... There's a shocker. You want to change the art style of Mario? Paper Mario? That's crazy. A little bit. I'm not saying you take on completely their art style. Like I feel like I would still mix. I feel like when you go into like evil places, it should have that feel of evil to it. You know what I mean? And it's Mario. I know, but listen, it doesn't always have to be cookie cutter, lovey dovey stuff. Like it can still feel like you're in trouble when you're going into an area. I guess I don't know. I think that it's cute. It's meant to be cute. It's meant to be a cute game. If they take that away, they don't have Paper Mario anymore. I don't know, but I don't think they have Paper Mario now. Honestly, I feel like that last one wasn't great. I'll give you that. That last one was really, really bad. Really bad. If you didn't, the whole thing with the cards, that killed it for me. Like that's what made me stop. Because I was like, I don't want to go back and try to find a bunch of cards so I can then hopefully have enough cards to beat this end boss. Like I felt like I was sacrificing myself in battles previously just in hopes that like I can beat him. Oh, so you must just not have been very good at it because I never had to feel that way. The only time I felt that way was when you had to have the special card for the boss. Mm-hmm. And you didn't have the special card, but you didn't know that you needed the special card until you were like halfway through the battle and you're like, well, I literally cannot beat this guy. I have to leave this battle because I don't have a card. Yeah. So, no, I think you're wrong. Just flat out. Just wrong. In general. Just wrong. I would love another Paper Mario game on the Switch. Oh my god, that would be so good. Okay then, since I'm wrong, you tell me and try to convince me what you would do in order to make it work, and let's see if you can make the idea. Oh man, I think they really just need to go back to the N64 days. Even the GameCube games, or the GameCube days rather. Those are both awesome ones. Yeah. Just kind of get rid of all the gimmick. I'm sure there's something they could do with the handheld part to it. Mm-hmm.
I don't even think they need to do anything because now I can play on the go, and I guess you could do that with the 3DS one as well. But like, take away the gimmicks, give me even just remaster the N64 one, and I'd be happy.
That might be, well, I don't know. Well, I mean, I would hope that if we ever finally get Virtual Console, that those games would be on there.
Yeah.
But I guess we would find out as time goes on. I don't know. I feel like it needs something. Like, and maybe it just needs a matter of fact, like, they just need to take that game and retool the battle system. Like, eliminate the cards. Maybe just go to I don't want to say traditional RPG style, because I don't like the fact that, like, there's dialogue and you push a button for hit or attack. Like, I like that charm of what Nintendo brings with the Paper Mario and the Mario or Luigi RPG games, like, where you're not just necessarily, like, just picking fight. Like, when you look at a Pokemon game, right, and that pushing of, like, fight or run or spell or whatever you're picking at that particular time, like, that starts to bore me after time.
I hate Pokemon games, and I know I'm going to get a lot from that one, but, man, they're so boring.
Really? You don't like them?
No, I don't. And that's just it. I like the idea of Pokemon. That is, like, everything I'm about. I love collecting. I am a completionist. So, like, going around and finding Pokemon sounds perfect, but I don't like the fighting mechanic behind it. It's so boring. Same with Final Fantasy.
Monster Hunter Stories might be up your alley.
I've never tried them, actually.
It's a new... Well, Monster Hunter Stories is kind of like a chibi-looking game. And
okay.
Chibi... Speaking of Chibi, she's freaking out in the
I know, I see that.
Calm down, Chibi. Good lord. Just relax. Take a deep breath. You're not
Sean scared me.
unsubbing. Would you stop it? But I think that, like, it has, like, a chibi style to it. But it also offers elements of, like, hunting and going after, like, monsters, but it also adds, like, these not animals, but these beasts and monsters that you can collect in that whole, I'm sorry, someone's coming up in the chat. I'm getting screwed up. It offers the whole collecting of monsters as well. You know what I mean? Like the Pokemon type system. Joe Critic. I personally feel that it is one of Nintendo's faults that they put Mario on everything. That is true. Where Nintendo goes amazing when they create new franchises. I agree with that completely. Like, they've talked about with the Splatoon game putting Mario in that at one time. Like, that was what Miyamoto wanted to do originally, and they were like, no, let's just make this a new IP. And it turned out to be phenomenal. Like, everybody loves it. But that is true. Like, I do feel like they slam Mario on everything. Like,
that's fair, but that you can't really say that about Paper Mario, because that's more of a classic game. Splatoon's brand new.
Yeah.
Paper Mario's been around forever.
But I mean, even when you went back to that, like, if you went back to the original Paper Mario idea, like, if they just took a new IP and put the paper aesthetics on it, would it have worked? And I don't know.
Think so.
And I don't know.
Well, I could have said that about Splatoon. Like, if Splatoon came out and it was Mario characters, I would have been like, it would not have worked without Mario characters.
Exactly.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe you're right, but you can't change it now, obviously.
No, now you can't change it. Now it's too far gone. Like, you can't do any of that. Okay, here's my question. Would you put and maybe this is the answer. What if, and I don't know if this might get some hate, I don't know. What if we did Paper Zelda? A game that has a true...
I was going to say, that's almost more fitting.
Background, you know what I mean? And then you add the paper series to it. What is Sean doing?
I don't know.
You keep looking over there. Is he over there?
He scared me, and then he left. No.
Okay.
Then he came in, and then he left, and then he was killing something. I don't know.
He's ridiculous.
Oh, now he's back there.
Oh, my God.
He's saying because I keep looking away.
Oh.
He's obnoxious. Like, look at him. Look at
this kid. He looks like Kevin from Big Brother.
Oh, Jesus. Would you stop it?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, should I do the gun thing?
Okay, real quick. Speaking of Big Brother, were you happy with the results?
Oh my God, no. Were you?
Well, when it got down to the way it got down, but I was just glad that Paul didn't win.
What?
I hate
Paul. Definitely deserved to win. I don't know if I like Paul, but he deserved to win.
Well, of course he deserved to win because he ran that house. But
Josh was the
glad he
worst
lost.
person ever. I hate people like Josh. So the fact that he won, I can't even.
I know. I'm glad. I wanted Kevin to win, honestly.
Kevin would have been good. Alex, Christmas kind of took a turn at the end, but I liked her up until like the last couple weeks. I liked her a lot, and I mean, she's like, you know, doomed for life now, so it would have been nice for her to get money out of it, I guess.
It's true. It's true.
Paper Zelda, though, I agree. That would be really cool.
I would like Paper Zelda.
And they could totally do like a side like game, like they could do that without it being weird. Like you could, I don't know, like maybe even how they brought different characters into Mario Kart. Like maybe they could do that with Paper Mario somehow.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I feel like it would because it has the RPG elements. It would fit better, and I would enjoy it. Like Joe Critic, there's nothing I'm going to say that you're going to like here, Joe. So just relax. Just relax over there. But I feel like it might lie a little better to those elements and go that way. So I don't know. We'll see. Varianto saying
that chat is so distracting. Like
it makes it tough.
We've made it like we've made people upset today. Holy,
it's okay. It's okay. Once you listen, when you walk in my shoes, you do this every week where you get them upset.
I'm so like you keep saying like why do you look over there? Like screw over there. I'm looking over here.
I know you're looking at the chat like why are they yelling at me? What is going on?
Why?
It makes it rough. It makes it rough.
I hate Pokemon and I'm out.
So while I have you here for a few minutes before Sean comes back and takes over.
Yeah. I don't know where he is, but
because I think ultimately the answer is if we ran Nintendo, we would kind of leave it the way it is. We would just change up some of the battle mechanics and fix it. But my question is just to you. Sean was saying you're not really enjoying Zelda. Is that still true?
So that's not still true.
Okay.
So I played it I was stuck on the plateau. So here's my thing with any game. I hate when I get stuck in something that's really stupid that I know I shouldn't be stuck on. Mm-hmm. And I got stuck. I couldn't find the old man to give me the paraglider. Oh. So I found him, and then he disappeared. And I hate dialogue, so I was just Xing through the dialogue. He probably said where he was going. And then I couldn't find him, and I hate cheating. But eventually I just looked it up, because I'm like, this is ridiculous. I just want to be able to like get off the plateau. Yeah. So now I'm off the fountain. Well, I looked him up, and he was on the roof of the stupid Temple of Time. But anyway, so I got the paraglider, and now I'm having much more fun. Now that I've been able to just like put that aside. I love cooking. Cooking is so much fun. Sean watched me cook for like, I don't know, an hour yesterday. I'm like, look what I'm making.
You're actually making stuff that's like, you know, worth something. Like I just make a couple things. I'm like, okay, this is just enough to get me through. It doesn't matter if it really works or not. But you're actually making stuff that it can actually work, right?
Oh, I'm just like, I wonder what this will make. And then like half the time it just makes the garbage food. But like the other half, I'm like, well, that was unexpected. So that's fun. I hope that I can encounter more enemies, because that's where I went. Like, again, now I'm people in the chat are going to hate me, because not only do I not like Pokemon, but I also didn't like Horizon. Because it was just so repetitive. It's the same 8 enemies all through the game. And I'm worried that Zelda's going to be like that, but I have high hopes.
No, I think I think there's a mix. I think it's a nice mix, and you as you progress, you start to come against different enemies that are harder and harder and harder. I think.
Well, there's already way more elements in Zelda than there was in Horizon. Like you're cooking and you're finding totally different weapons, and like I was catching horses for like I don't know what 45 minutes last night.
You can get lost in that game so quick, and like
I probably won't even go down the storyline for a long time. Yeah. So I definitely I was like no, I was looking because Toby and I were arguing about the best Zelda games. Mm-hmm. And Breath of the Wild was one of those. I'm like, I get why it's on people's top 5, even like number 1. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm there. And then I came home that night and I played. I'm like, yeah, no, this would definitely be top 5, maybe top 3, maybe top. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. Possible.
Did he leave again? Oh, good lord.
Is he not behind me?
No, he left.
Sean? Yeah. I think you're up. That is all.
That is all, Chelsea. Thank you so much for jumping in. This was fun. It was different.
It's always fun. I'll come back anytime. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm going to go feed my child now.
Okay, have fun.
Basically, just talk about any other franchise and Chelsea will be able to speak to it better than me.
Okay. Put those down.
Okay, there. So that little segment is done. We're going to move on now.
Oh, the headphones are so warm.
You like that?
It's nice.
And now we got the crazy Sean back.
It's me.
You know what? We're never going to do that again for one reason.
Why? That was awesome.
You're obnoxious, man. You're obnoxious.
In the chat?
Just all in general. Like, we're trying to have a conversation. You're behind her. You're walking in the room. You're disrupting her.
Am I the only one looking at the time here? We got a whole other topic here. It's 22.
We're fine. We got another 20 minutes. We're good. Who's the host? I got this.
I'm just trying to be mindful. That's all. I'm not trying to be obnoxious. That's my character flaw, Bobby. Okay. I always try to just help, and people think I'm a dink, and that sucks.
Okay. So our next topic is from Jonathan Brown. My boy Jonathan Brown hit me up with this, and I'm gonna do two things here. I'm gonna throw out his topic, but I'm also gonna talk about something that he talked about.
Did I just hear that Bobby did not like me on the show?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that.
That's not what he said.
All right.
I did not say that.
I don't even know what he said. That
I'm listening to only your side after the story.
I feel like that was when I was grabbing the headphones and I wouldn't have heard it. Look at Lincoln's smile. Look at that kid.
I did not say that I don't like.
What did you say?
I said that we're not doing that again because of you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. We're not doing it because of me, because I'm obnoxious.
Okay.
Not because of her.
Apparently.
Well, I'll have to. Now I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble. We're all in trouble. Yeah, we're all screwed.
You need to go back and show her that so she sees what it is. Okay.
Let me just play my Wii U.
Okay, so Jonathan Brown, he said, if they had a GameCube Virtual Console, which was heavily rumored before the Switch got announced, what are the top 5 games you would want for the Virtual Console first, or to at least make their way? I'll read ours off, or we can do ours first. And then we can go into his, because he's got his here. And
cool.
We'll see where it is.
We should have people in the chat as well. We should take some people from the chat as well. What do you want to do? Do you want to do your 5? Or do you want to go back and forth?
We can go back and forth. Because mine are kind of off the top of my head. You know what I mean? Like, and again, this is coming from for me. It's an if we ran Nintendo thing. Just because I'm not the biggest fan of the GameCube era. So for me, number 1 would have to be Animal Crossing, just because I feel like people would.
Of course.
People would want that classic game at the top, at their fingertips to be able to come in. I would leave the old style Nintendo games in it to give them something kind of cool where they go back and they get that Virtual Console feel. So that would be my number 1 game. That would be the game that I feel has to be there. So
man, and I like that. Like I like they have to launch it with games that people care about, and for that reason. I can't actually argue with Animal Crossing. I think that would get quite a lot of attention. But is there any game that's bigger than Mario Kart? Like you have to do Double Dash. We haven't seen anything like it. There's no modes. I wanted them to announce at E3 a Double Dash mode for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I gotta have this Double Dash back, Bobby, in my life. That's what I launched with. That's number 1. And I agree. I kind of came with this from a bit of a mix. I wanted to make a big splash as if we did run Nintendo, but I want a couple like deep cuts. I got a couple deep cuts, and it's funny that Chelsea was here because 1 is one of her favorite games of all time.
Okay.
I'll just tease it a little bit there.
So my next one is Luigi's Mansion.
Ooh, just like Rigo Lara.
My reason for Luigi's Mansion is it was such a different game. At that time, we were always so used to Mario, and this was the first time we got Luigi to be like, "Hey, here we go." You know what I mean? Like, and we're gonna go with Luigi, and here he goes. And so I kind of like the whole dynamic, and I feel like it's gotta be there. So that would be one for me.
Can I tell you something?
What's that?
Never played it.
I think you wouldn't. I think
if they don't. I think you've told me that before. There's just every time I look at the cover, I'm like, this just does not look appealing to me. I don't know if it's like the ghostiness or like Luigi's being a little bitch. I don't know, man. There's nothing really that like makes me want to jump into that. Like, what is it about? Like, what was it for you that made you want to like play it? Because I just have such an reverse reaction.
Because for me at the time, there wasn't a whole lot on the GameCube. It was
I
like one of
the
launch
blue
titles.
To green.
It was like one of the launch titles. So
so it's like take it or leave it.
Well, it was kind of one of the take it or leave it thing. But when I got it, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. You know?
Yeah.
Like Rigo saying, it was Luigi plus Ghostbusters, and it was kind of cool, So
I appreciate it, Joe Critic, man. That's it makes me feel better.
He's French, man. That's what they do. That's what they
Is
do.
that right? That's fine. What's wrong with that?
They're over analytical. It's the whole show.
They're over analytical. Is that what the French are known for, Bobby? They're over analysis.
I don't know.
That's amazing.
That and their bagels.
Are you drunk tonight?
Maybe. Who knows? I'm just
you're,
kidding.
You're something tonight. I'm enjoying this.
Joe just we give each other a hard time. So go ahead.
Okay, well, actually, I've got two on here that are Chelsea's favorite of all time. The next one is going to be Pikmin. It's got to be Pikmin.
Yes.
One of the most original games in the Nintendo catalog. Where did this come from? It's like a weird dream, Pikmin. Like, it's very strange, and I love, actually, some of my favorite memories of even just Chelsea playing is just, she would just plunk herself in front of the TV and play for, 4 hours straight. And then I couldn't get the whistling out of my head. This game is so cool, and I think actually embodies the wackiness that the GameCube was all about. That's that game.
Yeah.
The GameCube in game form is Pikmin. Yeah. So that's why I think that's got to be there.
I agree.
Chelsea's in the chat. That's neat.
See that?
Cool. Hi, Chelsea.
There we go. That's how it is.
I got a little crush in the chat.
I would have to say Sunshine.
Me too. That was my number 3.
Yeah, Super Mario Sunshine has to be there without a doubt. Even with all its flaws, I feel like it's a good game to be there. So that would be one for me.
You know what? At this time, I think it's an appropriate point to say I'm just going to let you know what's not on my list, and that's Wind Waker.
See, and you know what? I'm thinking Wind Waker in the back of my mind, but I'm thinking there's no way I can put that in there because the HD version is so much better.
And that's why. Totally.
Yeah, the HD.
You got to think.
The Swift
you got to
Sail.
think of that HD. Well, and the same with Twilight Princess, actually.
Yeah. But my thing, because I thought the same. But my thing is, the Swift Sail fixed that game so much that I don't think people would want to go back to the original. Honestly.
Exactly.
I just think it's horrible.
You know what the problem is, though, Bobby?
What's that?
No inverted controls. It's unplayable.
Oh, jeez, would you stop?
It is
with this? Would you stop with this?
Unplayable.
What's your next one?
My next one is dedicated to Pretty Lady in the chat. It's called Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, Bobby. I know this is not a Nintendo published game, but what an amazing... This changed everything, Bobby. Do you ever play Sands of Time? Why are you shaking your head? What?
Go ahead. Just give your speech.
There's no speech. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
I never played it. I'll just mess with you.
Oh, of course you did, because it's an incredible game. It's one of the top 5 games on the GameCube, Bobby.
Yeah,
this thing was awesome.
Jonathan, this is your topic, Jonathan.
I'm sorry. What is the topic? Oh, tell me. Yes, that's man.
Yeah, the top 5. Yeah.
Dedicated to you.
She said, "Bobby, just leave." Chelsea, relax. Just relax, Chelsea.
Thank you, Josh Stapleton. I just feel like it would be neat to have Virtual Console kind of highlighted with a little third-party love as well. Mm-hmm. And we're not going to get another Prince of Persia anytime soon. Those teams have all disbanded. They've all had grandkids by now. We have Assassin's Creed and many other types of games. But that game was so much fun. It's just an amazing marriage of great gameplay and presentation and not too much story. The story's a little goofy, but you get enough of it. It's awesome, dude. You got to try it. Sands of Time. What's up? Woo.
I'm going to say Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, because
I was already saying no before you said anything, because you're being argumentative.
Because that is... Fix that back up there.
Somebody screen cap Bobby do that backup move. You look like the Kool-Aid man backing out of the wall, just
You know which one? I got something for you. But no, I feel like that one is probably it is always considered to be one of the best Paper Mario games. So
yeah,
I would probably pick that one just for that fact of let's go with that one. Yeah,
would we, if we ran Nintendo, wouldn't we want to bury that as deep as possible to not remind everybody how far away from perfection
the series?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Remember when the N64 Virtual Console launched with Donkey Kong 64? That was a thing. That's what people wanted. For the Wii or the Wii U Virtual Console launched with Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got number 5, Bobby. This is a real deep cut. I don't know if you've ever played this game. It messes with your mind. I don't think you're brave enough for it.
I'm not brave enough for it. I would never play it.
Eternal Darkness is a real messed up game, dude. You gotta have that. Although I wonder like some of the things it was doing. I wonder how that would translate now, or if you could do it on a digital version. Like they should even just do a reboot of that game, and just like with all the new like internet connections you could do. Like why don't games mess with your mind more? Like especially between that and Metal Gear reading your card saves.
That was amazing.
Like it really, games should really be able to do that more. And I think that's what's his next game? Death Stranding. I think that's what is going to happen. I think it's going to tap into your real life a little bit. I think that would be cool, man. Eternal Darkness. Shout out to Eternal Darkness.
So real quick, let me read off what Jonathan Brown had here, just so you know. I'm going to read from 5 to 1. Number 5, Kirby's Air Ride. Number 4, Super Mario Sunshine. Number 3, Mario Party 4. Number 2...
I never played that one.
Yeah, I never did either. Number 2, Luigi's Mansion. Number 1, Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, so that's the way. I think that's a good list. I really think this is a good list, honestly. When I look at his list and I go, that's a good variety. Kirby, but whatever. Yep. The rest of them, I would be okay with the rest of them.
That's almost like an automatic fail. It's kind of like running through a red light on your driver's test. Like you just can't.
Pretty much.
Like Kirby on that list. Come on. Yeah. It's okay. Maybe next time just look up a list of more games before you.
Chelsea. Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 was not on what?
She's a mess.
They're in a different world,
they're in a
Bobby.
different world, and they're just talking to themselves.
Dude, this was a fun topic. I was really glad to see that this came in.
This came in.
I like that, and the best thing is that we'll never get a virtual console, so we can just keep doing these forever.
Yeah, probably not, man. It's.
You locked down your pre-order for Super Nintendo, right?
Yes.
Kirby is my best friend. He is pink and cute. I don't know how it goes.
I don't know.
I love Toby.
Toby's good. I did lock it down. GameStop.
Where'd you pre-order from? GameStop.
I have to go pick it up. I also have. Did you get the Super Nintendo book from Amazon?
No, I didn't.
It's like the NES one that came out.
The
Remember
playing
that
with
one?
power thing.
Yeah, this one is a super
power.
And the cool thing is the book is sideways.
Like the cartridge.
Like the cartridge, because it's formed
I
like the
love
cartridge.
it.
I love it. It's going to be awesome. So you know what? Now that we're getting closer to the hour, I'm getting more excited for it.
Are you? I'm wavering, man. I'm wavering.
I want to play
I'm
Link
gonna
to
get
the Past again.
Me too.
You never even played the first? Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah. I said again before. I said before you said again. But I want to play it.
I want to play that. I want to play. Definitely want to pick Super Mario World. I can't wait to get into that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to stream some of that. I'm gonna get it all together and set up.
Chelsea and I back at our old condo played Super Mario World, and we just decided to play one weekend. And we wanted to find like a secret level, and Chelsea remembered that there was one on this particular level. She couldn't remember exactly how to get there. Mm-hmm. And instead of like looking at the internet like most people do now, she took a picture of it and sent it to her aunt, who she grew up with. Like I just love that, man. That just gives me so many smiles in my face. That's how she went about that. It's awesome. I love Super Mario World. I could just listen to that soundtrack every single day.
It is a good one. Yeah, it is a good one. My thing. Here's the other thing too. Tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow? Wednesday.
I will be doing an unboxing on Nintendo Talk of my new controller because it shows up tomorrow night.
Ooh, nice.
So this is going to be special. This is going to be awesome.
Man, you're going to get me started on this stuff because like I was lagging a little bit on the 3DS collection thing, and then I'm like I jumped in. I think I might. I don't know. I don't have a huge allegiance to Xenoblade. Like I'm gonna have to.
No, not that one. The one I got.
What controller? The custom.
Colorware, the custom one.
The custom one. Nice. Yeah, Xenoblade. I'm like that shouldn't come for a little while.
Yeah, that's not. But I ordered that one. I got that one coming.
Yeah. No, that's why I knew that. I just didn't make sense that it shouldn't be here yet.
So I will be retiring this one. This one will get put away, and I will no longer use this one. It'll go in my glass case. I love this one. This one's awesome. And then
Can you still get that? You probably can't buy that anymore.
I don't think you can buy it no more. I don't think you can buy it anymore.
That is.
I was looking at the Xbox ones. The creeper and the pig. They're really,
for the Minecraft.
They're really nice, man. They're really nice. That's the one thing I'll say about Xbox. They really do a lot of controller stuff.
Dude, I have like a bunch just behind me. I've got a Titanfall one here. I've got 2 Halo ones. I got the Elite controller. I've got a white one. I've got a couple black ones.
I think if I do
multicolored,
if I do the
Do.
If I do the Xbox, I'm going to buy an Elite controller.
It's worth it.
I feel like I want to spend that kind of money on it.
You deserve it. You have to sit in that chair and play with an Elite controller, Bobby. You deserve it.
No, I won't be sitting in this chair playing because this is strictly for my Switch. I won't hook an Xbox One up here. My Xbox One will be hooked to my 4K TV.
Well, that chair's got wheels. You can wheel it on over.
No, I got my big chair over there. I'll just chill over there with it. So, Chibi, you have a wonderful evening. I don't know. Is that it? That all? Is that where we're at?
I don't want it to be over, man. I feel like I just got here. I feel like I just
end it. Well, you left for 15 minutes. What do you want?
I know.
So that is all. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of If We Ran Nintendo. It was a little scatterbrained all over the place a little bit for there.
It's fun.
But it was fun. It was enjoyable. Thank you, Chelsea Capri, for coming in. You can follow Chelsea at Chelsea23, right? Is that what she is on Twitter?
Chelsea Capri 23.
Chelsea Capri 23 on the Twitters. Follow her. She's very fun to follow. She's very good at gifts. What are you doing, Sean? Just stop.
I'm just grabbing things.
Don't grab nothing. We're doing our outros.
Look.
You can do that after the show.
I wasn't saying anything. You got sidetracked. I'm just here for the viewers.
You always distract me with this stuff. You're killing me, man. You're killing me, Smalls.
Classic.
Yes, Joe, we're gonna do that. You can follow the show at If We Ran Nintendo on Twitter. You can follow Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the Pants. You can follow me at Nintendo Gurus. Check us out on dayspace.com, WeTheNerdy.com. Please go support them. Support their YouTube channel. That is where Sean's other show, We the Gamercast, is. So it'd be really awesome if you guys could go over there and check it out and hang out and do all that stuff. That is all. Peace out, Preston.
Bye, Preston. Goodbye. Bye, Preston. Bye, Toby.
You are so out of control, man.
Pop.